This is just a quick video going over the legendary merchants. Now these merchants will visit your base every now and again, and I strongly suggest trying to capture them to keep at your base at all times. Not only do they sell very valuable items, they also have some pretty good work suitabilities as well. Now these merchants include the legendary PAL material merchant, the legendary gourmet, the legendary grocer, the legendary ammo merchant, the legendary pharmacist, and the legendary game hunter. The first merchant I want to talk about is going to be the PAL material merchant. He is always signified by having a light blue look to him. Now the name suggests that he sells all the different PAL materials, and that's exactly what he sells. The most important things here are going to be the aquatic PAL fluids, high quality PAL oils, as well as the different organs. Most notably, flame organs is what I run out of all the time in endgame, but ice organs, electric organs, and venom glands are also sold at this merchant. Also, special shout out to Daisy Clouds. This is an item that I end up using all the time in endgame just to teleport back to my base, so having a good supply of these without having to actually farm daisies is very helpful. The next merchant I want to discuss is going to be the legendary game hunter. This merchant is always signified by having this kind of burgundy look to him. Now the items that this merchant sells are all the various meats and related food items that you can get from certain pals when you kill them. So that's going to be things like the mutton, the poultry, things like Memorest meat, as well as Gale Claw poultry. All these items drop from various pals throughout the world, but this is just one place where you can purchase them at all times. Most important things here are going to be eggs as well as milk, as well as Memorest meat, because this is an endgame food item that you will want to make a lot of using Memorest meat. The next merchant I want to discuss is going to be the legendary gourmet. This guy is always signified by this yellowish orange look. The main items that this vendor sells are going to be cooked foods. Now the most notable one here is going to be Memorest curry, as that increases your damage as well as your pal's damage for 25% for a period of time. But not only that, things like the jelly will also increase the XP gains for your pals as well. So if you need a good food, just keep at your base to increase that XP gains. This is pretty helpful. And anytime you're maybe fighting a boss or dealing damage to a big target, Memorest curry is what I would be using. The next merchant will be the legendary pharmacist. This guy is always signified by this kind of mint green look to him. And as the name suggests, he just sells all the various medicines within the game. Things like high-grade medical supplies is very important here because this is a hefty cost to try to craft. Things like medical supplies, recovery meds, all these items are very helpful for just infrastructure in your base to keep your pals healthy. This is just a quick way to be able to buy all these items instead of having to craft them yourself. Like I said, high-grade medical supplies, this is 100% the thing that I would be spending your hard-earned coins on, because this is not that fun to craft, especially in the early game. If you can get this vendor early game, that is going to save you so much time and materials long-term. Next, we have the legendary grocer. This guy is always signified by this lime green look to him. Now, the main thing that this vendor sells is going to be all your different crop-related items, all your different seed types, as well as the crops associated with that seed type. Now, those are helpful, especially in the early game if you're trying to get those wheat seeds and you want to start farming wheat. But the main thing that I think is important to be buying from this vendor is going to be the different mushroom types. Now, I know they did give an existing PAL the ability to allow you to farm cavernous mushrooms now, but they're still incredibly annoying to farm, especially in that late game. It is just much easier to buy them in bulk, so that's why I like this vendor, because if I need to go buy them, I can buy them here. And the final legendary merchant is going to be the legendary ammo merchant, and he's always signified by this brownish look to his coat. And like the name suggests, he just sells you all the various ammo types in the game. This is probably the most helpful of the vendors, outside of maybe the PAL material vendor, because this will save you so much in the late game. A lot of these ammo types are pretty expensive to craft, and they are pretty expensive here, like beam launcher ammo, 13,000 for a single shot. But still, it's much more efficient to be able to just buy these here instead of trying to go craft them yourself. You will save so much in materials, and this will help you at any stage of the game because he sells every ammo type. Not a single ammo type in the game is not included here. Everything is available at this vendor, so that's incredibly helpful. Out of any vendor that I recommend trying to get, it would be this guy. Now, the final thing I'll go ahead and mention regarding these merchants is going to be their work suitabilities. All of these merchants have at least 4 different things that they can do at your base, and the best part about that is you can level them up as well. So for example, this guy named Chad, I went ahead and put a lot of investment into him, so he has level 10 planting, level 10 handiwork, level 10 lumbering, level 10 mining, and level 10 transporting. Not only that, he's got some pretty cool passes down here with Demon Hand, Artisan, Dimensional Leap, and Remarkable Craftsmanship. This just makes him a great all-around person to be at the base. He can do a lot of different things around my base, he will sell me good items, and not only that, he doesn't take up a lot of space. That is probably the biggest thing I love about these guys, is that they just don't take up a lot of space. So that's one thing that I would definitely take note of. Anyways, that was just a quick video going over the legendary merchants and PAL worlds. I 100% recommend trying to capture these guys whenever they visit your base. They will save you so many materials in the long run and a lot of heartache with farming some related items. They just are an added convenience towards the end game or middle game, and the sooner you can get them, the sooner you'll be saving yourself a lot of time. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your time, and have a great day.